overtime fraud, racketeering, robberies, and extortion charges surface against 7 city police officers. But as ABC 2 News' Takari Turner tells us tonight, the City Council is zeroing in on who's punching the clock. Takari.
Jamie, prosecutors started looking into the officers about a year ago as the Department of Justice was also looking into Baltimore police. Tonight, one city councilman says the alleged abusers take an especially egregious tone for that reason. Amid allegations in the 45-page indictment of 7 Baltimore police officers is that they regularly billed city taxpayers for overtime they never worked. In one instance, prosecutors allege Sergeant Wayne Jenkins billed the city for time he worked when he was actually on vacation in Myrtle Beach. In another, they say Jamel Rayam was gambling at a casino when he collected overtime pay. Part of how the 7 officers took in nearly $400,000 of overtime between them last year. And City Councilman Brandon Scott wants answers.
It's our job as protectors of the citizens of Baltimore and their tax dollars to make sure that there's not more widespread abuse.
Along with 4 other council members, Scott wrote this letter to Police Commissioner Kevin Davis. He calls the officers' actions, quote, unprecedented, telling the commissioner he wants salary and timesheet information for, quote, all members of specialized units for the past 3 years.
You look at the best time frame that's more susceptible to see whether things will happen, because if they were doing it, chances are there may be others that were doing the same thing.
The chairman of the City Council's Committee on Education is one of the letter's signees. His focus is the $130 million budget gap faced by the city school district.
When I look at $44 million in overtime and I got a $130 million school budget deficit, we got some tough choices to make.
Mayor Catherine Pugh last week said she was looking to audit the entire department.
When you're doing something like this, you're putting a burden on places that we could be supporting.
The letter also calls for details on exactly how overtime is approved. The police department tonight would only say that they're in receipt of the letter. Jamie.
All right, Takari, the governor ran on this and continued.